is going to be, does this fall into your hot take of 100% a draft diff? But you can think about it instead of going
A draft this time around. I think that this change kind of similar to what we saw with Fnatic taking on SMG, where they had to run the Tidehunter and DJ in the position 4. They put the Venomancer as a pos 3, and I feel like that was specifically in response to being able to deal with the push and the damage situation that I was talking about.
Well, I'm going to jump out of here as we do get into game number 1 with Gods. And Daniel, please stay.
Alrighty, thank you, Nat. And Daniel, yeah, something a little different coming out when the Weaver core gets bust out. Do you feel like that was a desperate
good amount of regen, which they don't feel? It's just a few tangos on Boom's side. So you really got to try and take advantage, particularly in those early levels, if you force out multiple Spirit Siphons from a support Death Prophet. Have at least one available again. Get it on to the Tidehunter whenever possible, just because of attacks.
Looks like his lane going just fine. And for the Drought, as a result, free farm. Roger this time, yeah, he mentioned he's only got the one Spirit Siphon, so they found the opening to get that kill. FBZ got brought very low to do so, but they'll happily get the first blood. Neither mid one nor Jackie getting contested at all, really, in their lanes. As a result,
it is the other cores on Boom that are suffering, right? Like this mid matchup, Queen of Pain against the Void Spirit, it's always going to be quad favored. I've seen a couple of times where the Display actually wasn't used for the Shadow Strikers. Oh, kill happens on the bottom side of the map. It just goes to show the strength of having this strong hero in mid one. Burst you down as soon as he hit level 6.
And they're not done. They find a kill mid lane. The Sonic Wave being used with the Fissure to blow up Yopaj. That's perhaps the bigger kill. Obviously, the Tide is nice for mid one. That was just a support, but the core Tech 1 style, if Yopaj doesn't find a good way to come online and make his name known on this game, because right now, he is having a bit of a rough time in this mid lane, and Afu just constantly on his Shaker lingering around, but Scam is there to punish this, and with a haste rune on Yopaj's Void Spirit, you got to imagine they might be able to get this kill on Afu. Gonna throw out a Fissure to try and get himself out of here, but Yopaj, facing with the Astral Strap, has a Remnant that he's holding on to for now, and Afu... Yeah, missed the Remnant, but hit him with the Dissimulate. The end of the world, but they do get... This is like very unconventional. I was just like, he just went back to his tower. Yeah, he has a haste rune. He didn't actually use the haste to kill the Shaker, which means he gets a kill on mid one here, potentially. Mid one knows he's just trying to do what damage he can. Really cool move from Yopa.
Benefit the old S4 rune, right? Although Scam will probably look to suffer in the mid lane from that rotation. Much of that experience as possible.
Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Haste.
And they've got plenty of catch with another haste rune on Yopaj's Void Spirit. He sees Afu mid. Is he going to go hunting for this one? He might. And Afu, I don't know if he's expecting it. Comes the chase. Yopaj gets him with the slow. The Remnant will follow up with a Dissimulate damage in the gush. They get a double kill on Yopaj. That was a bit greedy from the SMG supports, it feels like.
Really think of.
Hey, hunting here in this top lane. Vision behind the tower. They have an idea of where Yopaj is, but no great way to kill him off. Medusa TPing in here in the trees.
Finishes the TP.
Yeah, into 5 heroes. Can they protect her here? Bane, Skim, Sing behind, has the defensive nightmare. That buys Jackie some time. Does have the Stone Gaze, which he's holding on to, but he's a bit low on mana here. But the Snake coming back will heal him back up, and they get the first kill on mid one, and Apu going down as well. Roger dying, and SMG are just dropping like flies. Ravage captures out absolutely everyone that's left standing, and Queen of Pain being pulled back in. Mid one can only BKB TP out. Raging Potato on the side is just going to try charge his way out of there, and what a hold from Boom. SMG just getting way too aggressive there, and Medusa, I think, just being like, you know, I'm a Medusa, I can TP in anything, right? This time around, Medusa with 4 points in mana shield and like 2k health. It's a different Dusa than what we saw earlier on. By the way, they're not done. Raging Potato, Erntix, woo,
Got him.
barely goes down. What went so wrong there for SMG?
Trudge trying to stop that mid push, but it's the 20-minute catapult along with Jackie, who he's a beast. You know, another one
in now. Yeah, it feels like SMG is just kind of getting picked off one by one. He's got a charge. He's going to try and turn and use it, but Assimilate finishes them off.
Middle tower is under attack.
Better and better. That's a Skadi as well finished up on this mid.
You think diving towers?
That's why I was feeling so strong about this draft. Is get the nightmare. Oh,
Blink in, Ravage on 3. Yopaj falls up with some good damage to finish off Apu, which means no Shaker once again. Everyone's just trying to BKB and run. He made sure Tim's on the retreat. Nice Stone Gaze committed from the Medusa with a grip from the high ground. There's nothing to cancel it. Roger's silence was on cooldown. I think now he's going to find himself being chased down as well. Nightmare is maybe in range here. But good job from Roger using the trees to juke it. But they're not done with top lane Weaver. Catching up to Raging Potato. There's going to be an Astral Step slow into an Aether Remnant to pull him back in. And Yopaj is just cleaning up now. 10, 3, and 10 on his Void Spirit. You've
got these heroes like Mid One and Roger on his Death Prophet. You can have this Dusa that just stands in front of the towers and you can't take them anymore just because you've had this huge net worth and experience advantage.
And they're trying to split push, but wherever they go, they're getting picked off here. And one of the big heroes that, like...
Level 12 on the DP as well. Like, they are lacking in damage now at this stage. I feel like early on, they had everything going in their favor, but just one small mistake fighting underneath a tier 2 tower rather than just taking a normal fight, right? Just pushing down the lane along with a siege creep, popping the Exorcism, having the Drow sit far away with an Aegis.
Lane, they've gone in and they're trying to bring down Tims and succeed in doing so. Nice start to a potential fight for SMG with the Sonic Wave cleaning up Skem's Bane. But Moon's committed a lot, has to BKB just to blink his way out of there as well. Dusa being kited by the Fissure Stun and the Totem, so... Looks like Jackie will be forced back. Boom, losing just their supports here, but... Like, you saw what we did the last carry, you better give me that one. You won't last longer around here. Jackie in the middle of things. Yep, Moon gets off the BKB though. And they've managed to change on Yopaj, she actually goes down there. The Dusa, they can't really deal with the Dusa in terms of fighting her, but they're just ignoring her for the most part. Problem is the grip has come out onto the mid one Drow range, and the charge comes, but it's too little too late to save the Drow at least. Gets the kill on the Bane, but Raging Potato could be next in the firing line as Jackie's got himself a double kill. Moon left standing, and I don't think they've got the control to finish him off, but it's a 2 for 3 in Boom's favor. Okay. Blink TP out, so making sure. Now at this point, he's already down to that 6-second BKB, so the cooldown matters. But Yopaj, Shaker kill. Ooh. The Shaker was 2k gold. He was so close to his blink.
Yeah, still blinkless. They're trying to make that space for him, but it's just feels so late at this stage of the game. 30 minutes, anyone could pick you off.
Roger's feeling that all too well. Wherever anytime he leaves the base, he's getting picked. 8 deaths now. His name, but both SMG supports who are just really having a rough time. Mid lane Moon needs to be careful not to get gripped up, but there's the Bane. Skim finds the real one despite the illusion rune. And they bring down Moon's Quap. Things are just falling apart here.
And even that's not enough. I feel like they're all that worried about going on to the Quap, committing a lot of spells, particularly when the Shaker's on the sidelines.
Jackie's ready to knock at the SMG door. Does get hit by a charge and push it in the base a little bit, but with Aegis in hand for another 2 minutes, he is more than okay to just hold his ground here on the high ground. Has the Ag Scepter too, so it's able to kind of get brought down low there. They take out his first life. Yopaj jumping in to force the mid one BKB on his Drow Ranger. Medusa with a Stone Gaze can just use that to disengage if needed. And it looks like a lot of firepower was used from the SMG side, so they're being pushed back without a Queen of Pain. Nice Ravage onto 3. Catches a couple right at the edge, and Jackie's able to take advantage of that to clean up both mid one and Roger. And with 3 dead, they're going to go for the mid racks here. Potentially even a second lane if they feel like they've got the time.
sold everything.
Recognizing that they're going to need to go now, they use that Earthshaker blink to kill off Yopaj's Void Spirit. They want to get some more kills. They're blinking in Moon aggressively here. The Nether Strike gets cancelled by a Mystic Snake. And Raging Potato's just being kited to for days. Charge comes through onto Tim's. He gets brought down low. Still alive, and he's going to have a blink out. He may be okay here with the Nightmare coming in. Time lapse as well, just to help make sure that he gets back to safety. But Moon may be in the high ground to finish him off here. As the Screamer will get the kill. Skem also low, and with the Shaker's help, they'll get the Bane. I think a bit of miscommunication there. I think Tide had the blink out, but got Nightmared up. But luckily, you've still got a Jackie Medusa, who's getting the bigger kills. Down goes mid one. Jackie with the double damage is just leaning up these fights.
Dire are scanning.
God, like, he's looking to even chase up onto Arfu. He's got the gem, though, so he's going to be able to see the fact that this is all coming through. They want to reclaim that, and, oh, those Scarabs. I hate this hero so much.
Make it stop. Ice Frog, please. February 23rd can't come soon enough.
Well, we got an Aghanim Scepter on the Spirit Breaker, as we often do see. Even if it's played in this off-lane role, hell, even a support, it just somehow seems to be nearly the highest level in the entire game.
Gems being found here in the mid lane, but the Nether Strike gets cancelled by a Yule Scepter. Moon getting low as well, has the BKB. Needs to make sure he doesn't get gripped up here, but it's still on cooldown for another 10 seconds, so Yopaj will finish off the Queen of Pain, and they've got nothing to stop the charge away from Raging Potato, but they're drawing lines down mid. They're doing the old NA way, just run it down mid, but not in the bad way here. They are looking to win this game.
Shadow Elliot's in the game as well. Oh, Scam,
Bane does.
Upgraded.
Oh, no, he doesn't. Yeah. They're ready. It's going to be SMG who's going to be looking for a place to hide, and I don't think any Shadow Amulet's going to help you here. Boom, get the Tier 4 tower, and now the throne exposed. Bob does have a buyback here, which they may just have to use. There we go. They committed with the smoke here on the front lines. Is Raging Potato, and he goes down before he can use a spell, really. Jackie's
trying to bait him for Afu.
They need to deal with Jackie. He's just this unpenetrable wall in the front lines that they just can't burst through. And no one's grouping up next to him for an Echo Slam here, so Afu's just throwing out stuns. They are chipping at him. They're getting him kind of low here, but the time lapse is there. Sonic Wave comes out, but to no avail. Roger's Exorcism, it's kind of just tickling at Boom, and it feels like it's too little too late. Nice-ish Echo Slam, but once again, it's tickling. Tim's is in with a Ravage, and it's game over. Game one going to go the way of Boom Esports.
Very, very nice. Well, I've got, at least in my opinion, the first execution game that's coming through here for Boom. It just, it felt like they, again, Yopaj had a fantastic game. He finished at what, 15-5.